review for you. Yeah, better reviews. Review week continues. Yesterday I reviewed Lego City Undercover for the Wii U, so if you haven't seen that, check that out. And today I'm reviewing G.I. Joe Retaliation, the movie sequel. I'm gonna tell you the good, I'm gonna tell you the bad, and I'm gonna tell you the nerdy. So G.I. Joe kinda follows the first G.I. Joe movie, kind of the same storyline, but not the same cast as much. G.I. Joe's been set up by Cobra because the president, or is it the president, has set them up on a mission destined to be failed, possibly killed, but some G.I. Joes escaped, including Roadblock, played by The Rock. And they gotta clear their name, stop Cobra, save the world. There's a mountain fight in there somewhere. This is the best way I can describe this movie. First, the good. This movie is so much better than the first one. Oh my God, thank goodness. When you're talking about a movie based on a cartoon from the 80s, which is based on a toy line before that, I'm not expecting much. And even with that said, the first one was kind of what? Retaliation is G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe's fighting Cobra, gunfights, sword fights, fights on a mountain, and Cobra trying to take over the world. Of course. Simple as that. No crazy suits. No, oh, the Baroness is actually not evil. She's got some injection. Nah. There's action, then there's more action, there's death. So this time actually Cobra knows how to aim and shoot at something. And then let's talk about this mountain scene. So there's a scene where Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, they fight each other and they knock Storm Shadow out and they gotta get him down off of this mountain. And then the Ninja Turtle foot soldiers come out and start to attack him. And there's this fight where they're just rappelling off the sides of the mountain in slow motion and they're cutting ropes and people are falling and people laying in the rocks. And it is the most amazing thing I have seen in a movie theater in a long time. I needed a cigarette after that scene was over. That's what it did to me. I made love to that scene in the theater. Everyone was watching. I Pee Wee Herman that shit. And I really liked Adrienne Palicki. She was Lady J in this movie. In case you didn't know, she was also supposed to be Wonder Woman in the failed Wonder Woman TV show. And after seeing her in this, I'm like, can we get that TV show made? I mean, she needs to be in that Wonder Woman suit or Lady J suit or no suit at all. There's a scene where she changes her clothes and you see her in bra and panties. I just need to see more of her in movies or television. Can she be the Wonder Woman in Justice League movie? Can we make that happen? Can you sign that up? Put her in things. I want to put her in things. Okay. And as you might have heard, they did some reshoots for this film, and I think most of the reshoots they did were the scenes between Channing Tatum and The Rock to show how good of friends they are. I actually enjoyed them. I thought they were kind of funny, and it was good to see the camaraderie with them because they're absolute best friends, which means that nothing could possibly happen to either one of them. No spoilers. Now for the bad. Okay, remember in the first G.I. Joe movie when Brendan Fraser showed up and you're just like, what the hell? What kind of cameo is this? This has to be the worst cameo a G.I. Joe movie could ever do. No. G.I. Joe Retaliation won up that. They put a cameo in this movie that makes absolutely no sense. I'm not even gonna tell you what it is. You probably already know who I'm talking about, but you're gonna see him come on screen and you'll be like, what? Seriously? What? Him? That's who you decided for this role? You couldn't find somebody maybe of the actual race? You went with this guy? I mean, no offense to him, he's a great guy, but no! Also, a lot of problems with the G.I. Joe second movie is not actually the second movie's fault. It's the fault of having to follow the first movie. This movie can't decide if it wants to be a complete reboot of the G.I. Joe movie franchise or it wants to be a continuation of the first film because they want to distance themselves from the first film so much. For example, there's a part where they're escaping and they could have let Destro out and they just went, hey Destro, no, you're not coming with us. So just completely write him out because you couldn't get the actor or the actor didn't want to come back or whatever the decision was. That was dumb. Destro has a silver freaking head. You could put anybody in that part. I mean, you could just like, you could have, hey guy on the street, you want to be Destro? Boom, put this thing over your head. We need Destro. I want more G.I. Joe characters. That's the only thing that's kind of weird about this is you want more G.I. Joe and definitely more Cobra characters. Not like Cobra characters in this. And you're thinking, well, you don't want to have too many characters. But the problem is they have all these henchmen. They have these Ninja Turtle foot soldiers that keep showing up. They have these Secret Service people that keep showing up. So you keep seeing these regular no-name people. Those could have easily been Cobra operatives. Sprinkle some little cameos, some little Cobra cameos. Cobra cameos. That's what I'm gonna name my retirement home. Welcome to Cobra Cameos. Can I get you a room? And now for the nerdy. Cobra Commander looks badass in this film. If you remember the first movie, first off, you didn't see Cobra Commander as Cobra Commander. You just saw him as Joseph Gordon-Levitt for the entire film. And then finally at the end, we're like, here's the big reveal. You're just like, what? He's got like a clear face. What? Who made this junk? Did they like make the toy and forgot to paint it? And they're just like, all right, well, we didn't paint the face on the toy, so now it's gonna have to be the way it is in the movie. Sorry, that's how Hasbro rolls. He looks awesome. Enjoy it. You're only gonna see him like twice in the movie. Here's the most awesome Cobra Commander mask ever, and I'll see you at the end of the movie, kids. But when you see him, he is badass. He like strolls in. He's got like his pimp coat flying high, and he's just like, yeah, I'm about to blow up some countries. Hey there, London, kaboom! And I just want a Snake Eyes Storm Shadow movie. Let's just grab them and make a little movie about them. But don't bring their master from the second movie. Again, Who made that casting choice? Should you see G.I. Joe Retaliation, Revelations, Resident Evil? Yes, if you like G.I. Joe. If you remember the 80s cartoon and you remember how ridiculous it was, don't have those nostalgia goggles on, like just actually remember how stupid that cartoon was at times. If you can have that in your brain and then go see this movie, then I think you'll be alright. Then again, if you really want a G.I. Joe movie, I guess you could also see Olympus Has Fallen. That's almost kind of G.I. Joe in itself. You could have a double feature. Yo, Joe. Now I want to hear from you. Did you see G.I. Joe Retaliation, Retribution, Reduce, Reuse, Recycle? If you saw it, let me know what you thought of it. And if you could pick any action-packed 80s cartoon to turn into a movie, what would it be? My vote is for Mask. Mask Crusaders working overtime, fighting crime, secret raiders who will neutralize soon as they arrive. Tracker's gonna lead the mission, and Spectrum's got such supervision. Mask! Be sure to like and favorite this video and tickle that subscribe button. Never forget to check out my second channel, Andre, and my gaming channel, Sword and Shell. I love you like a play cousin. I'm Addy 5000. Chain chomp, yo. G.I. a real American hero. G.I. Joe is there.